to take a slight detour, one of the factors that I've been fascinated by, as someone, I have a background in physics for a long time. I've been fascinated by how life, if at all it evolved on Mars, would be so very different, given that its gravity is so very different. The life on Earth is a direct consequence of the kind of gravity that we have here and the way we have grown physically. I'm sure Mars, given its weaker gravity, I think about 34% of Earth. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, about 1/3. Yes.
Okay. So would you care to talk about how you, as a scientist, might have factored that aspect when looking even at microbial life? Because I'm sure even microbes might develop very differently in a gravity like that.
Yeah, I don't know of any studies that looked at that, and so it's a very interesting question to me. I'm not sure I've ever considered how 1/3 gravity would make a difference. We do look at other factors. For example, like you mentioned, gravity is definitely one big difference between Earth and Mars. It's you know, it's big and maybe not big in the sense that it's less than 10 times different, but
Right.
it's still quite a bit different. But you know, another thing that's different is the chemical environment. So it's not clear that you know, Mars ever had an oxygen atmosphere like Earth evolved into. So Mars atmosphere is carbon dioxide. It's possible that a lot of Mars was more acidic, especially in the later stages. So the thing about Earth, though, that's so instructive is that Earth has so much life teeming in every niche that life has found a way to evolve into almost every circumstance, except maybe the one you mentioned with low gravity. And so we know how life would make use of very salty environments. We know how life evolves when there's a high pH, very acidic, or maybe low pH, very basic. We know how life evolves under high temperature or very cold environments. And so we can look at where we are in all those areas on Mars and study places on Earth where Mars-like conditions would occur. So there's been a thriving part of Mars planetary science and biological science, I guess, astrobiology, where you look at places such as very acidic lakes and streams on Earth, or very cold places like the dry valleys of Antarctica, or very dry places like there's life, very minimal life, but there's life high in the Andes Mountains in South America, where there's basically never any rainfall. So Earth gives us this wonderful laboratory to figure out what we should look for on